Welcome to X1T Gaming, and together we're going to revolutionize the gaming industry. And we're going to start off this one with a challenge. We're doing a 90-day challenge to create a new game in 90 days. And I think I'm going to probably continue on with this series, make it like a little mini series out of it, if you guys like. Well, yeah, it just gets me to make games within 90 days. That'll be great. So, I'm going to do Pachinko. Pachinko within 90 days or less, and I don't really know what Pachinko is. I know of it. I know it's more of a Japanese thing. They like to do lots of. It's kind of like slots, but not like slots. So I gotta look at Pachinko, see what it is, and I got to figure out how to make it run, and also not to make it like a constant winning kind of thing. So it's going to be more a I don't know, try to actually make the ratio so that they're not constantly winning. And we're going to learn that, try to make it the same as the uh, or as close as possible to the actual game in the casino, I guess is what they call it, or the pachinko stores, and try to make it the same win to lose ratio as they have it. So we're going to do some research today. We're going to Sensei Google just to look up what is pachinko. What is pachinko? I looked a little bit of it before. Wikipedia wasn't that great. Look at Japan guide. Okay, so wow, these are a lot of balls that people get. I wonder how much the balls are. So I want to try to make it like the equivalent of however many balls that there are you get. I'm going to make this game completely free. So what my goal is, so from what I understand what Pachinko is right now, it's kind of like slots where you pull this thing and then it drops this ball and the ball bounces and then you either like win stuff or you don't win stuff. Um, I want to try to get it that like however is like 100 yen, which is like $1. Maybe it's going to be more than that. Maybe like 1,000 yen they probably use. So like $10, however many balls that gets you. I want to do that as a ratio. Um, and I want to do this completely free for people. So I'm going to make it more of a daily thing where you're going to get so much X amount of dollars per day that you can put into the Pachinko machine and to play. And then if you run out or if you need more, then I'm going to place this thing where you could watch ads. And when you watch ads, it will generate the same a little bit amount. So these are a lot of little balls. So it's a mixture of slot machine and pinball. The player is quite passive. The player is quite passive while playing pachinko and mainly controls the speed with which many small steel balls are thrown into the machine. So that's something to note, is that they control the speed. So I'll have to look at something like that. Um, so I did not know that, but players is quite passive while playing pachinko and mainly controls the speed with which many steel balls are thrown into the machine. Okay, so pachinko machines can be found in the pachinko parlors across the country. Many parlors also offer a corner with slot machines. One can recognize parlors easily because of their bright and colorful exterior inside. They tend to be extremely noisy. Pachinko is popular among men and women. Okay. It's like there's a third option. I guess with nowadays there's a lot of options. And it is said that there are even a few pachinko professionals. I guess when they're saying men and women, um, they're meaning more of adults rather than children. Balls can be purchased at each machine using cash or prepaid cards. When propelled into the machine, most balls will simply fall down the machine and disappear. But a few find their way into special holes that activate a kind of slot machine. When this happens, and that is relatively rare, you can win countless new balls. Okay, note that if you play only with a few hundred yen, your balls are likely to all disappear within just a few minutes. So I know the ratio for 100 yen is about like $1 US. Um, so when they're saying like a few $100s, they're saying like if you're putting like five bucks, 500 yen, I'm saying you're going to disappear right away. Okay, the balls can be exchanged at any time into the goods and parlor gift shop, but you can also bypass the law that prohibits gambling in Japan by exchanging the balls first into some special goods and then exchange the special goods for cash at a small window just outside the parlor. I like that. You're not allowed to gamble, but you can trade these for memorabilia and then they'll buy the memorabilia from you. Is that it from that page? Okay, so that's it from the page. That was actually pretty helpful. So they say that it propels into like a slot machine. Okay, and then activates a kind of slot machine. Okay, so it's wow. So it's not even like slots. Slots is like you just keep pulling until you get something. But this is something like where you actually even have to like you're gambling just to get that like pull to get the slots going. Is what I'm understanding here. Okay. I want to see images of Pachinko. Okay, they don't really have any individual. This is like an old style Pachinko thing. Let's see this. That's super old style. I don't think that's going to help in what we're trying to do. We can see something like this. So there's a lot of flashy lights, so I'm going to have to try to get the lights going as well. We might have to watch some people's YouTube stuff to actually get what's going on. Okay. But yeah, no, this guide was actually pretty helpful, so I'm going to write that down. So, Pachinko, we're going to just start writing this down. Try to learn as we have. So, Pachinko. Pachinko. Okay, so, so a player controls speed. Player controls speed of balls. Right, so Pachinko machines can be found in Pachinko parlors across blah 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 blah. Okay. So the player is quite passive while playing Pachinko and mainly controls the speed with which many small balls are thrown. So controls speed of small balls. Okay, that's what it throws. Small balls thrown. Balls activate a slot machine. Balls activate slot machine. Yeah, so this is okay. So if we go back to that old one, what I'm thinking is how it works is you probably have to shoot, and so when you shoot, it's like in this one, I think you can flick it so that it's you could go all the way and flick, you could go a little bit, you could go really fast, and so what's going to happen is you will flick it from here, and it will go up, and if you do like a light one, then it will fall in this way. If you do a hard one, then it will fall more in this way. And I think what they're trying to do is get it right in the middle so that it falls. These are interesting how they have these things set up. Okay, let's watch this guy's YouTube.
いいよ。
はい。
Today I'd like to show you how to play Japanese pachinko.
Sounds like
First of all, you need to put these metal balls in here. Then you need to turn the knob to shot the balls. These balls. Then balls coming out from here. Then if the ball goes into this hole, this digital screen working. Then if you get the 3 numbers for the jackpot, you're gonna win. Then more balls coming out. Then if more balls have, you're gonna win the game. So let me play to show you.
Okay, so I'm gonna actually need to learn the actual hardcore rules of Pachinko for this. And I wonder if I could go to the casino myself and like find the Pachinko stuff. And this is gonna be. I'm definitely not gonna be doing those animations, just so you guys know. But I will probably do the number animations. Okay, so yeah, so that's interesting. So you control it with the handle. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to go pachinko machine. So that was definitely helpful with the twisting, but it's like so it's not a lever. Yeah, and there's a lot of different ways for it to go. Excuse me. So yeah. So winning at pachinko. Pachinko is pretty simple, but is simplicity makes it all the more difficult and addicting. Furthermore, the game has a mode called Reach, which a player can enter upon getting 2 spins at the same number. When that happens, the LCD or LED screen of the machine switches to its corresponding Reach mode, which is often an animation of a good guy representing the number needed to win, and a bad guy representing another number, battling each other. Oh, okay. So those numbers were not. It's not like slots where you want to get like 3 in a row. Those numbers were representing that you want to beat. Okay. Players often encounter the reach mode after 4 or more spins, making their emotions fly every time. The mode is quite repetitive in nature, so the sight of something unusual, such as a change in a car's color or a change in the character's outfit, can make a player's heart race. Okay, so that's something that we could probably add is do some animations. That's going to be a little bit hard thing, doing animations. So these changes are sometimes used to ignite excitement and other times to dedicate that the good guy will win in the reach mode. When these are followed by a series of bright and loud visuals and audio cues by the pachinko machine, a jackpot is often expected. So each pachinko parlor operates a symbol and two steel balls used for the game. This is done to prevent players from using pachinko balls from other parlors. Pachinko balls may have a unique design or simply be engraved with the parlor's name. As such, some locals take home a few pieces and add them to their collection of pachinko balls. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, it looks like they already had some pachinko stuff already, but I want to try to get the actual feel of the pachinko machine. Okay. How many? I want to know how many balls comes in. So how much are pachinko balls? Okay, so this. Okay, this I was unclear on, but I believe that just with slot machines, ranging from the penny slots up to the who the hell pays those slots, pachinko balls can be worth anywhere from 1 yen up to hundreds of yen, depending on the machine. Can you make money playing pachinko? You can't win cash when you play pachinko, at least not directly. However, you can end up profiting hard yen currency if you go through a few extra steps. Okay. So, pachinko balls cost. So because this is a Japanese thing, I might try to keep it as Japanese as possible. So I might be like, you got this much yen, you could buy this many pachinko balls. Um, so pachinko balls cost between 1 cent to, or 1 yen to 100 yen. Well, they don't have the yen sign here. 1 yen to 100 yen. So a cent to $1 per ball. I would not want to play one of those like dollar ball ones. The cent one is probably more close to where I'm going to go to. Um, Now, what do we want to know? So we have how to win at pachinko. Or maybe I should go pachinko rules. What 3 ways to put rules on how to play? Let's try this one. Okay, how to win. The excitement of pachinko occurs when the balls fall into certain holes. Some holes pay a certain number of balls, but a few holes cause 3 wheels to spin, just like a slot machine. just like a slot machine, if these three wheels show the same image, it is a winning spin, and the machine will reward the player with many balls or credits. Okay, so there are holes that add more pachinko balls, and there's holes that give you a slot chance, and there's a lot of holes that don't do anything. Okay, so holes are either nothing more pachinko balls, or slot machine. Okay, house edge. Unlike many other casino games, it is very difficult to judge the house edge in pachinko. Pachinko is really two games in one. The odds for a pinball machine are all but impossible to measure. The odds for wheels often vary from machine to machine and parlor to parlor. Okay, where to play? Ooh, old style versus modern pachinko. Standard pachinko used to be played using balls much in the way that poker and other table games use poker chips. Players purchased a number of balls at a machine in the parlor and then load them into the machine by releasing the balls into an upright area filled with pins and holes. The player can win many more balls which are already in the machine in Japanese pachinko parlors. It is illegal to trade these balls for money, but in some casinos the balls can be exchanged for money. It is interesting to note that in those Japanese pachinko parlors that break the law and allow players to trade the balls for money, players purchase the balls at a higher price than the price that they can sell them back to the parlor for. In modern casinos, however, to prevent people from bringing in their own balls, all the balls are virtual. Players insert coins and are assigned a certain number of balls. The players shoot the balls into the machine and as a result are recorded by the machine and paid as credits or coins. That's interesting. So I could technically, because gambling is illegal, I could make it where I could give people like a daily thing, and if they want to purchase more, they could purchase more rather than showing ads. That would be interesting. If I am going to do it that route where people want to purchase more, I'm probably going to make it 1 penny per pachinko ball. Or should I make it $1? No, I don't want to make it $1. I'm going to make it 1 penny simply because there's no way for you to get your money back. Um, you're just paying money to play the game longer. And yeah, and so I got to make pachinko balls. Yeah, so how many pachinko balls do you get for winning? I wonder. So, how many pachinko balls do I need? How many pachinko balls do I need for my machine? A minimum of 250, but we recommend 500 to 1,000, so you won't need to refill the supply tray as often. Where do I get pachinko balls? You can buy them on eBay or from companies like vintagepachinko.com or slotpachinko.com. What are the specifications of a pachinko ball? They are 1 millimeter in diameter. This is actually pretty cool. Okay, so pachinko balls. They equal to 1 millimeter, or sorry, 11 millimeters diameter. And they're 5.75 grams. The majority are chrome plated, but some are gold and brass plated. Do the gold balls mean anything? Not really. The pachinko machine doesn't know the difference in the gold balls or the chrome ball. Adding a few gold balls to your machine just adds a little excitement. Oh, I want a gold ball. That's cool. Gold balls add excitement and nothing else. Excitement and nothing else. Man, I'm learning lots about this pachinko thing. Why do some pachinko balls have writing on them and some don't? Authentic pachinko balls are engraved to identify the pachinko parlor they are from. Some companies have manufactured balls without writing to be used in pachinko machines. They both work the same. The link will take you to the website where you can see how. That's interesting. So you know what? I actually might make these like authentic balls because like I could probably just put like X1T on them. Because why not? Do I need to clean my balls? Pachinko balls. Yes, because the oil from your hands gets transferred to the pachinko balls and the oil will attract dust and then deposit it throughout the machine. Well, that's interesting. The deposits can interfere with the normal operation of your machine depending on how often you play. How do I get rust off the pachinko machine? Okay. Pitted or cracked them. Throw them away. Okay. How do I store pachinko balls? What should I use for a pachinko ball bucket? So large pachinko ball buckets. Okay. Okay, so I don't have to worry about the actual however many balls because I'm just going to instantiate them. I want to just create them out of thin air. And you could have as many as you want. But it's good to note that they are small and there's a lot of detail in those things for having them fall. So to practice, I might actually have to design the thing and then have them drop randomly on top. And then be able to shoot them across at different speeds. That'd be interesting. Okay. How to win. How to win at Pachinko. Best pachinko guide ever. Simple for. See this guy.
Let's enter a pachinko parlor. Let's use an Ichipachi Amadiji type pachinko machine as an example to explain for beginners in this series of Marunouchi Hirio's Pachinko Explainer movies for beginners. Ichipachi 1 yen pachinko machines are recommended for beginners because they can play 4 times longer compared to the Yonpachi 4 yen pachinko machines. Let's start playing after you've chosen a pachinko machine. Firstly, you borrow pachinko balls. There is a machine for renting out balls called sando on the upper left of the pachinko machine. Insert a note into the slot to borrow balls. If you have any questions, just press the call button. Our staff member will come and help you immediately. Press the rent balls button to borrow more balls. With the 1 yen pachinko ichipachi machine, you get 200 yen worth of balls.
Okay, so with 1 yen, you get 200. Oh, okay, so you're renting balls. Wait, what? I'm confused.
Each time you press the button, borrow more balls. With the If you have any questions,
Okay,
just
so
press the
I
call
thought
button.
they were like 1 yen
Our
per
staff
ball,
member will come
but I
and
guess
help you immediately.
you get 200 balls every time you press it for just 1 yen.
Press the rent balls button to borrow more balls. With the 1 yen pachinko ichipachi machine, you get 200 yen worth of balls each time you press the button. You're all ready for play now. Grab the handle and turn it to the right. Balls are shot out. The further you turn, the harder the balls shoot out. When a ball goes into the start chucker, pictures on the LCD screen start spinning like a slot machine. The ready for winning state starts when 2 pictures match. Well, are you going to hit a jackpot or not? What an exciting moment! You can enjoy various images on the display. This adds more excitement.
Oh wow, that's very interesting.
You did it! You hit a jackpot with 3 matched pictures. The best part of Pachinko starts now. Next, press the return button. You will get a card like this. The remaining amount of money and number of balls you obtained are recorded onto the card. When you get the card, let's move to our refunding machine. Don't forget to check you've got all your belongings with you. If you don't know where the refunding machine is or how to use it, please feel free to ask a staff member. If there is a remaining amount of money, you will receive a refund by inserting the card into the refunding machine. Please note that you can get a refund only on the day.
Okay. I don't know too much about. I don't need to know too much about this. This is interesting.
The last thing is to exchange your winnings to prizes. You can choose items at the prize corner. Each prize shows the number of balls you need, so you choose prizes within the number of balls you obtained. When you've chosen the prize, you can get it at the counter. For Pachinko machines with the ball counting device, hand over this card to a staff member at the counter.
Okay, so we're going to have to look more into that. Pachinko for beginners. Yeah, the thing that I'm more interested in actually learning the actual ratio. So like, if they get into how many of these slots for them to actually get into the ball. Yeah, I don't know. Choose a machine with a few wins. Yes, you read that right. Before playing Pachinko, the first thing you need to do is read the stats you find on the top of every machine. There you can usually see 2 icons. The smaller one indicates the number of wins. it's had, while the bigger one represents the number of spins it's made. A good machine only has a few wins and a lot of spins. That means that it has already accumulated enough credits, giving you a higher chance to win. What? Please Shindai whenever you can. Shindai, also known as the new machine, tend to give massive payouts. These machines normally advertise on trains in front of parlors, and they have no stats, so they pay out without needing to accumulate credits first. Take your time. Compared to other gambling games, Pachinko demands time and patience. Since the game's pace is a lot slower than a Las Vegas slot machine, it can take longer to win massive payouts. Some Pachinko machines may reward anything during the day, but may pay out at night. The secret to winning is by knowing the patterns and heading to the parlors. Okay, play Pachinko online. These days, you can now play Pachinko in online casinos on a smartphone, tablet, or computer. The Japanese game can be accessed by simply searching Play Pachinko Online. Since most Pachinko online games are free, they are usually just played for fun. This is an opportunity to practice how the game works before you try it in real life. So I think one of the things that I'm going to have to do now is actually play a Pachinko game online for free to see what I might need to start playing free Pachinko game. And maybe I'll have to see how many there are now. Do I want to actually put out there? And you know what? No, I do. Even if there's like 10,000 Pachinko games out there and mine's not going to get played, just the having the ability to be able to do all this stuff would be pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to call that a day for now. We got a lot of research done. I got some notes. I'm going to probably maybe play some Pachinko games just to kind of get more information. This one has been very helpful. I had absolutely no idea what Pachinko was. I've never played it before. This is and so me trying to create a game that I've never played before. It's going to be fun and exciting. It's going to be good. Yeah. Because there's going to be games that I'm not going to be able to know about in the future because they haven't been around. So the whole thing is I don't want to make games constantly that I have a reference to. I need to play games that I just have the thought of what I want to happen and to make it happen. So this is going to be good practice. We're going to have 30 days. I'm going to have a little bit of trouble at the end of April because I'm going to be moving. But until then, we will see. And we will get this going, and I'll do this every day. This is going to be the next challenge right now, is just to get this thing done. And then I'm going to be able to play it onto the store. Continue on with the learning. Because they want to have a Pachinko counter kind of thing. But I want to actually do a good job on this. The best that I can. And with the knowledge that I have so far. So you guys have a good one. I will see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard